Like, I think we were just ready for a change. We didn't know what that was, what that really meant, and we just went for it.
Hi, my name is Chachi. I'm 35.
And I'm Michelle. I'm 34 this year, and we started training at UFIT in March 2021, so almost 3 years now. And we were, I guess, like feeling like ourselves, like felt out of our body, out of shape. And I think the main goals for us then were very, I guess, like surface level, very like purely aesthetic. We, I guess, like wanted to lose weight, so that was the main goal.
I remember this because we went in for our interview, and I remember Melissa at the time was asking us, like, what are our goals? Like, don't give me like surface level goals if you really want to get to the heart of it. And at that time, I didn't even know what that meant. But then as we started to do the work at Being Fit with Annika, slowly I started to feel like myself. And like I realized that I wanted to get back to who that person was before COVID, because I had to redefine myself so much in the last 3 years.
So I've been training Chachi and Michelle for just under 3 years. When they first came to me, they had the very basic knowledge of the gym. I think they did a few group classes as well. But they were very new to the whole aspect of a regular training regime. So their initial goals was to just get a little bit stronger, look a bit better, maybe get a bit leaner. And throughout the years, obviously, that's progressed.
So I think for me, like, just understanding my body more, being able to listen to it, even like the idea of my relationship with food and nutrition, that has also evolved. Like, this like idea of being skinny, obsessing over macros for a time, and then now to this space of just balance and just being myself, and doing the stuff that works for me and works for my partner in our lifestyle. That has changed a lot. And I think the biggest change for me would be, I guess, like being able to push myself mentally. And I think I mentioned this in the past, like I always carry this, I guess, idea of like being able to reset, being able to do things again, redoing, right? And that also has shaped my views on failure, constant improvement, and being consistent. So yeah, those are and I mean, at the end of it, of course, like really happy with like PBs, being able to do stuff like pull-ups, running. But I feel like, yeah, going back to that, like the mental changes and the mental improvements for me just are so much more longer lasting.
So I think the changes or the progress I've seen with Chachi and Michelle over the years have been very transformational and quite amazing. Not necessarily in an aesthetic or or like looks wise or a typical kind of change you'd expect from a gym training program, but more of from a mental perspective. Their confidence, their ability to do something has increased dramatically, I think, throughout the years. And when they set a goal now, it's not they don't see it as something that they can't achieve in the long run, or it will take ages to do it. We tend to set a little bit more short-term goals, and their drive to go get that is a lot stronger than when they first started out, for sure.
So I think like the training sessions at UFIT have really helped me with my job. I work in tech, so it's a very, very fast-paced, aggressive environment. You need to be agile in your mind, not just with the way that you produce the work, but the way that you align with the company, that you speak to your customers. And that's something that I've had to deal with. But like in the gym, you have to sit with the pain, right? Like when you're doing something that's really, really hard, you just have to be intentional about it. And you just have to do it one rep at a time. Like today, we did rows that were extremely hard. Like for some reason today, the rows were extremely hard. But I was just telling myself, like if you do it one rep at a time, you'll get to that number that you need to get to, which is the same as my job. If I do each step as intentional as the last step or even more, then I will get to the goal at the end.